What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the new Glitch Festival cards added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. I might have a tier list on these cards coming out, like which of them are worth it as far as what they cost. I'm just going to be talking about in this video how good each and every one of these cards are. Again, it's kind of hard for me because obviously it changes. Like right now I can tell you, oh, well, Josh Giddey is really good. But guess what? If Josh Giddey is really hard to get, then obviously his value goes down. Now we're going to start off with Tyronn Lue. I mean, look, if you need the memories, what year was it? Was it 22? I feel like we got Tyronn Lue. Let me look. Because I feel like the gold Tyronn Lue, zero gravity Tyronn Lue, was such a good memory on 2K. And so if they could start bringing back stuff like this, sign me up. Gold Tyronn Lue. Honestly, hopefully 2K gives us him for free. Like, I know he is a Glitch Festival card. Hopefully 2K gives him us for free. 99 3 ball, 99 speed, 99 perimeter, 99 steal, John Wall, and very quick. Pro 2 leaner. I'm just going to be honest. No, he's not, you know, a competitive point guard. So, like, if you go into an online setting, he's going to get absolutely cooked. But in offline modes, Tyronn Lue can play. So, if you go into domination, I just want you to know, like, Tyronn Lue can absolutely play at an insanely high level. The card, really solid. Troy Daniels up next, 6'4", 6'7", wingspan, 92 3 ball, 95 speed. And again, I always start with those two because those are the two most important stats. Again, 6'4", plays a little defense. Devontae Cook base on very quick. Normal leaner. Card's nothing special. Like, again, he is going to be super cheap. We know this. He's not going to be super hard to get as far as the MyTEAM Festival is concerned. But I'm just not necessarily loving what Troy Daniels does on the court. Desagana Diop up next. 7 feet tall, 7'7" wingspan. 7'7" wingspan is crazy. Now, I have heard wingspan numbers actually don't matter. And, you know, it's something to at least think about. But this job card has an insane wingspan, at least on 2K database. 93 ball, 89 speed, great defense, brick wall paint patroller, Hall of Fame. Jarrett Allen on very quick. We'll have to see. Normal leaner, Russell Westbrook, dribble style, hotspots for everywhere. I think for a budget big, this card's elite. He's incredible. Now, I will say, impacts are starting to get more and more great budget bigs. But remember, this card, because he's an amethyst, is probably going to be super cheap. I'd have to, you know, look for sure. But the card is probably going to be super cheap on in the game. Bismack Biyombo up next. 89 3 ball, 90 speed, 97 interior, 94 perimeter, great rebounder. I mean, I know he's only 6'9", and that's something that needs to be talked about, right? Yeah, I wish he was taller. But again, he's going to compete defensively. He's got a great release at the power forward position. Trust me when I tell you, like, this release is great at that power forward position. It's the Joakim Noah base, basically. I mean, the card's going to be elite. Only complaint I have is I wish he was a little bit taller, because being 6'9" at this stage of my team, it's not necessarily, you know, unplayable territory, but at power forward, it's going to be tough. Like, it's going to be tough for the card. Steve Novak, man, I have great memories of growing up and just playing the game with Steve Novak and knocking down 95 three-pointers. 98 3, 90 speed, great defense, Hall of Fame challenger, comes with the Ray Allen base on very quick. Yikes, like, the Ray Allen base, it's just not what it once was. Like, that release used to be incredibly good. That release is no longer incredibly good. D-Book dribble style, normal leaner, it's still okay. But I just don't want you guys to think Steve Novak's going to be like the best card in the game, because he's just not. 6'10" at the 3 is nice. It just comes down to I wish the release was better. Stat-wise, I can't even complain about the card that much. Stat-wise, he's really good. I just wanted the release to be a slightly better. Next up, Sasha Pavlovic. Up next, 95 3 ball, 92 speed. Good driving, good interior perimeter. Not a bunch of negatives I can say about him. 6'8" at the 2. Jalen Tyson, a very quick Pro 2 leaner, D-Book dribble style. This card's going to be such a cheese ball. I'm just telling you right now. This card's going to be an absolute cheese ball in the game. Now, I will, yes, I wish, you know, maybe he did a little bit more. But he's incredible. Offensively, going to be able to make plays. Defensively, 6'8", going to be able to hold it down. Pavlovic can play at the very highest level. Larry Sanders up next, 87 3 ball. It's insane. Like, Larry Sanders, you think, oh, that card's not going to be able to shoot. All of these cards are basically, you know, nearly perfect. And that's one thing at this stage of my team I like. 87 3 ball, 90 speed, great defensively, good standing driving dunk. I like this card. 6'11" at the 4. Basically max stats. Basically max badges for the card. Naz Reid on very quick. normal leaner, Russ drill style. Larry Sanders is a stud on this game. Sure, you would maybe wish, okay, badge-wise, he had maybe slightly more. But if you want to, give him slippery, give him shifty shooter, apply those badges. They're not going to be really expensive. And so I love Larry Sanders. Again, basically max stats. You look at it, 87 3 ball is the only thing you could wish is higher. Max dunking, max defense. Larry Sanders is a stud. Payton Pritchard, 6'1". He's just going to be way too undersized. As much as I maybe want to gas Payton Pritchard, he's just way too undersized. I do like the fact that 2K gave us a Payton Pritchard card. I'm just here to tell you, like, the card can't play. Like, stat-wise, it is what it is. Badge-wise, it is what it is. But the card's 6'1". And again, Payton Pritchard's not going to have the cheesiest release in the game. It's going to be fine, but he's just unplayable at this stage, is Payton Pritchard. Matt Bonner up next, 6'10", a small forward. Okay, 6'9", wingspan, 96 3 ball, 91 speed, great defense, right? I mean, defensive stats is fantastic. Dunking-wise is good. Matt Ryan on very quick, normal leaner, D-book dribble style. I mean, again, 6'10" at the 3. I always go back to that because right now I feel like tall, small forwards, there's just not much, right? There's not a whole ton. Yes, you got Giannis, obviously, but outside of Giannis, there's just, you know, there's some like Jonathan Isaac type players, but we don't have that many tall, small forwards. And so the fact that, you know, we got Matt Bonner here, he's going to be able to play at the very highest level. Matt Ryan, very quick, normal leader, great defense. He can play at 6'10". Interested to see his player build. Clingan up next, 89 3 ball, 86 speed, 7'2" center. Good standing dunk, good interior, decent perimeter, badge-wise, fantastic. Clingan based on very quick. I got to be honest, I've not taken a jump shot with Donovan Clingan this year. So if I said I knew what his release looked like, I would be literally lying. I have no idea what this release is going to look like. I have no idea if it's going to be a good release, bad release. But again, 7'2", hot spots from everywhere, 89 3 ball, an 86 speed. To me, the card looks like really solid. It looks like he does everything at a pretty high level. I'm just intrigued, I should say, to see is he, what that release is going to look like. Because if it's a good release, he's a hidden galaxy opal. I mean, hidden, maybe even dark matter. Like, he's really good. Tari Eason up next. Now, I want to start with this. Tari Eason's release in 2K is always really good. 6'8" at the 2, 91 3 ball, 92 speed, great defense, basically max. Tari Eason on very quick, normal leaner, Jalen Green dribble style. Am I the only one that's really hype about Tari Eason? Am I the only one? Because I'm telling you, this card is going to be ridiculously good. And it starts with that Tari Eason base, right? Again, I know what that gets into because, again, for year in, year out, it's always one of the better releases in the game. He's 6'8" at the 2. He's going to be able to move a little bit. Tari Eason's going to be a beast. Rondo, he's going to stink. I'm not going to talk about him a ton. Does have the AI base. They did change it on very quick. Should help him out a little bit, but the card still is going to stink. James Jones, 98 3 ball, 94 speed. Defensively actually looks solid, right? Comes with the JT Thor on very quick. Should be good. I don't know exactly. I haven't, shot a ton with the JT Thor base this year. So, again, that will be maybe interesting. Comes with the normal leaner as well. D-book dribble style. To me, it starts with the fact that he's 6'8" at the 2. Defensively going to be okay. Sign me up for James Jones. I think the card is going to be solid. Is he going to be better than Tari Eason? I think probably not, but the card's going to be solid. Drummond up next. 6'11", power forward. Comes with the Andre Drummond on very quick, normal leaner. Great. All the way around. Great, great, great. I can't sit here and say any negatives on the card. Andre Drummond is going to be an absolute stud on this game, especially at that power forward position. Going to be one of your best power forwards in the game. Good release, great defense, great all-around card. Peja Stojakovic, shooting guard at 6'10", up next. I don't even know what this release is like. I have no idea what this release is like, but it's on very quick with the Pro 2 leaner at a 6'10" shooting guard. Am I crazy to say Peja might be a top 3 shooting guard in the game? Is that crazy to say? Because look, he's 6'10", he got a change release. I don't know what that release is going to be like, but maybe 2K did their thing and cooked. Maybe. I don't know. Can dunk, can play defense, good speed. Pro 2 leaner. I'm telling you, I think Peja is going to be one of the better shooting guards on the entire game. Am I gassing him? Maybe. But I think he has that type of upside. I think Peja is going to be the real deal. Caleb up next. Power forward center, only 6'8". That's the first negative I want to talk about for Caleb because, and prayers out to Caleb, man. Lost his father, I think, what was it, like last week, I think. But so prayers up to Caleb. But 97 3 ball, 94 speed, basically max defense, max standing, driving dunk. Cam Thomas on very quick, Pro 2 leaner. Okay, so here's the situation for Caleb. He is definitely undersized at that power forward position, but he's going to come with the best SIGs in the game. So is it worth it to run Caleb? I'd lean probably not at 6'8", but again, He's going to be offensively probably the best power forward in the game. So think back to like the old 2K's Bob Nedelecki type days. Like that's kind of what K-Love's going to bring. Undersized, but he's going to come with some of those best, sigs in the game. So is he worth it? I mean, that's totally up to you, but having those best sigs in the game is definitely going to help him out. Josh Giddey up next, 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, 94 3-ball, 95 speed, great defense, 95 driving dunk. Josh Giddey on very quick. Am I the only one that wanted a Josh Giddey change release? Like, I don't know. When I just think of Josh Giddey's release, and I don't really know because I haven't shot with it a ton, but I just think of it being gross. And again, I don't really have anything to really stand on when I'm saying that, but I just think it's going to be gross. And so I don't know. We'll have to see what the card ends up being like. But I just think we've got other budget guys that are going to be just as good as Josh Giddey. Maybe I'm wrong, right? And maybe people, can prove me wrong, but that's where I'm at with Josh Giddey. I don't think the card is going to be anything too crazy. Next up, Big Ben Wallace. Now, if you know anything about me, I used to love Ben Wallace, right? When I was growing up, I loved Ben Wallace. I did. He was one of my favorite players, just to watch. I wasn't that into the NBA growing up, but when I did, I like kind of that Pistons team with like him, Tayshaun Prince, those type of guys. Like I just did. 6'9", 7'1" wingspan, 95 3-ball, 96 speed. He's going to have max defense. You just know. Max badges. Comes with the Patty Mills on very quick for a power forward. Patty Mills on very quick is crazy. Pro 2 leaner. Why do I like him more than K-Love? Well, couple of reasons. Number one, he's 6'9" instead of 6'8". So that obviously helps him out a little bit as far as getting contest, other things. Pro 2 leaner. And even badge-wise, he's going to be better. Now, yes, he is still going to be undersized. So that definitely needs to be talked about. But Ben Wallace on this game is a beast. James Harden up next, MyTEAM Festival, 6'5", 6'11" wingspan, all 99s across the board. He is 100 overall, so that is to be expected here. But, release-wise, probably going to still have that James Harden very quick, James Harden leaner. The thing for me is, I wish they would have at least given him the Pro 2 leaner. If you want to keep all of the rest of James Harden SIGs, I'm okay with that. But at least give him, the Pro 2 leaner or a changed leaner, because I do not think that James Harden leaner is that great. Now, again, I haven't used James Harden a ton to really know for sure if that leaner, is that bad. It's something I'm obviously going to be paying attention to today. But that's just my first initial instinct is, I think that leaner is going to hold the card back. If I'm wrong, I'll be happy to admit that I'm wrong. But I do think that leaner for James Harden is just going to slightly hold the card back. Next up after James Harden is Dirk Nowitzki. Now, why do I think Dirk is going to be so good on this game? Because I bet they changed his release. I bet they did. We'll have to see. 100 overall Dirk. Tyler Smith on very quick. Pro 2 leaner. D-Book dribble style. 7 feet tall. Dirk's going to be a stud. Dirk is going to be a stud on this game. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. Sees the Tyler Smith on very quick. Pro 2 leaner. Max stats. Max badges. No negatives I can say about Dirk. The card is going to actually be the real deal at 7 feet tall. Dirk is that man. Chet up next. I don't love Chet's base. Want to start there. The Chet Holmgren base, I definitely do not love. And so he sees it on very quick. Obviously, still going to have that Chet step back, D-Book, dribble style there. To me, though, it all goes back to I don't love the Chet base. And so I think it's going to be really hard for me to hype Chet up too much when I just am not that big of a fan of the base. Defensively maxed, obviously playmaking-wise. For Chet going to be really solid. But for me, it just goes back to I don't love the Chet base. And so if you're looking at me in these 100 overalls, I'd lean Dirk before Chet, genuinely. But I'd lean dang near Ben Wallace before both. And I know he's not as tall, but I think he's that level of good. Jokic up next, point guard. Mike Muscala on very quick Oscar upper. Pro 2 leaner, Garland dribble style, 6'11" point guard. Am I crazy to say, Jokic might be better than Ben Simmons? He might. But, realize Jokic and Jimmy, these cards are going to be ridiculously expensive. So, I'm not saying Jokic is ever worth it, but he's going to be up there with, Ben Simmons as being one of your best point guards in the game. Now, again, not going to be worth going and getting because he is going to be ridiculously expensive, but Jokic is going to be that good in my team. Jokic is going to be the real deal. I don't know if you guys are missing out, but he's going to be the real deal. And if you play against Jokic, all I can honestly say is good luck. Then you see Jimmy Butler, sees Jarrett Culver on very quick, Pro 2 leaner, Garland dribble style. Am I crazy to say, and you guys are going to say I'm crazy, but with the Jarrett Culver on very quick release, I genuinely think Jimmy Butler's up there with being as good as like a guy like Jokic. Now, again, I don't know what the Mike Muscala base is like. I don't even know Ben Simmons-wise what his release is going to ultimately look like. But what I do know is what these releases look like. And what I do know is movement-wise, Jimmy Butler is going to be a stud. And so nobody's using him over point guard over Jokic. I mean, probably right. You're probably right. But Jimmy Butler is still a stud on this game. Do I think Jokic is probably more worth it? Yes. Like if you're going to lock in for one of the two, I think Jokic is probably more worth it. But just know Jimmy Butler is elite as well. So honestly, I don't love the 100 overalls, but I like Ben Wallace. I love Peja. Peja's a beast. And honestly, Galaxy Opals like James Jones is a stud. You can look even at a guy like Drummond is a stud. I like a lot of these cards. I'm just being honest with you. I really do think these festival cards are good, and even downwards, right? Like Matt Bonner is good. Larry Sanders, Sasha Pavlovic. All these cards are good. And so, sure, there's probably not going to be like a badge method and MT method, but there are solid cards at each and every level. That's going to wrap it up for my video today. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.